Personal Diary, July 19th, 2016. In Iwatodai, it is the 3rd of May. Well, this TV shopping could be a rip-off, but we might as well have a look. It's not often anything useful. Oh, on the other hand... Now, after yesterday, I think I'd better check in with Bunkichi and Mitsuko again. They did seem very upset. And there are so many of the lost around. Good morning. You were? Oh, well, if you feel it's important. Well, I try. Oh. Oh, I see. What a lovely idea. Your son must have been very nice. Well, I'll make sure not to let them. I'll see if I can swing anything with the student council. But that's a bit much. Sir? Well, I'll make sure to see that it's protected. Oh, thank you.
Sup, dude?
Evening, Junpei. Oh, good evening, Mr. Chairman. Not really, sir. Your research? Oh, I don't think that's very likely. Anyway, Captain. It does, but I thought tonight would be a good night for exploring. Well, we'll be careful. So, Tartarus again, which means it's time to reflect on a few things, but first I have to fuse a bunch of persona. If I can, but I need to be level 12. Okay, that's not good. What about this one? Can do that. Okay. This one. I can do this. I do Pixie and Angel. Damn it. I had a very careful persona fusing route planned out that has been completely thrown off by the fact that I can't do that first fusion yet. And I need to do some leveling. Which I knew anyway. Man. If you pay close attention, you'll be able to start figuring out which social links we're going to start next. I don't know, because all of this is new to me. But if you know the game, then you know which persona are of which arcana. So the three important ones are Hermit, Hanged Man, and Temperance, which I can't make yet. And I'll be spending a lot of today hunting pixies. I also have an Elizabeth request to finalise. Got 2 elements and only strength. You have 0. So that's okay then. I've got a couple of decent persona there, but I think probably this is the one to start with. And off we go to level 6. Via level 5, I suppose. Junpei has a new sword, by the way. It looks a little bit ridiculous. There's the stairs already. Good. So yeah, a few objectives. I need a bunch of cash. I need to farm some personas. I need to level up a bit so I can complete my persona fusions. Oh, hang on, this is a boss level, so it's going to have a fixed layout. That was silly. I feel like I've been doing these videos for a long time, even though we're only on about the 17th, 19th episode.
3 enemies detected. They appear distressed.
What were you weak to?
It seems to have multiple weaknesses.
Ice and wind, okay.
I summon you! Yes, excellent. One more!
So, yeah, time is flying, except not at all in Iwatodai. Iwatodai.
Good job.
There's a pixie, I need those. It's almost worth going straight back to base after that. I should try to get an angel as well, though.
3 enemies present. Don't get careless.
But the main things I want to look at with this series is the passage of time.
1 enemy remains.
Passage of time's fields. I guess so far what I have to take away is that it feels quite lifelike, but it doesn't feel... It's not starting to feel distant yet in any way. You know, I still feel like I remember everything, or everything that's going to be important to remember. I hope I'm remembering everything that's going to be important to remember.
2 enemies. enemies detected. Yes, excellent attack. Just one more.
Who's the man?
But it's still, it's not often that I'm playing a game for this long. Getting on 3 weeks now, and I'm so early in any kind of plot. Usually that's a sign that the
Two
game's
distressed
plot
enemies detected.
is wandering a bit.
One more.
Whereas here, it's still fairly easy to believe that things are
One
still on
enemy
track.
remains.
Because we're still very much in the introduction. Did I just hit level 12? I did. Excellent. I can get back on track with the fusions then.
Two enemies detected. One more.
Last one.
That was easy.
So yeah, with the attention I'm paying to the kind of role-playing aspect, what I'm finding is that the game stands up very well. It stands up very well not just to the taking of time over it, but also to
Two
the
enemies detected. Strike first.
attempts to impose a character on the
Yes, excellent.
protagonist who is otherwise assigned them. Because while the game is clearly written to not leave gaps for you to fill, I fully explored this floor. Not quite. The game is clearly written so that there aren't gaping holes in the dialogue for you to fill in your own speech. The dialogue is of a particular style, and as with Persona 4, fundamentally it's the style of high school sitcom, and I think it's as ably translated here as in Persona 4, it's just less voice acted. We'll come back to that in a minute. Because of that style, it's quite easy to find things to say. I need an Ecomata to fuse with my Fornius. All of this is just so that I've got the persona of the appropriate arcana to get the social boosts, because my guide route depends on that. The point I'm making about the writing, though, is that there's a very flexible idiom in use. In the dialogue, so for all that I'm not a terribly good role player, I have managed to find opportunities for Kay to say things and to participate in events and to string things together. That's a little bit forced in places because where are we? I guess this is going to let me start from now. Back to floor 5. Sorry, train of thoughts gone. What was I saying? Yeah, a few things have been a little bit forced, like the emerging addiction to the quiz game at the mall, which is necessary because I need the stat ups for this route.
Last one.
And
Please hit.
were I playing this character without that restriction, she'd be studying every night instead, but studying doesn't get you as much intelligence. I think that's the necessities of the stat-based storytelling are going to interfere with the role-playing a bit. But I don't think that actually, it'd be easy to say, well, good narrative dissonance, etc. I don't think that's quite it.
2 enemies detected.
I think it's inevitable that not everything will work perfectly. I think we have to recognise that any time you try to simulate a story in this way, which is to say, use systems to enforce the pace of the story. It's fundamentally what we're doing.
They appear to the left.
The results are going to be imperfect.
Defeated an enemy.
Well, I need a pixie again, so we're off to a good start. It's far and away the most common persona. Do need to find all 3 findable personas at this stage.
Two distressed enemies detected. I summon you! One more.
Get him!
Time I need money. So, best way to get money is usually to collect equipment. So yeah, overall, my kind of initial impressions of the game are that it is actually going to stand up to being played in this way. There are certainly some things I'm worried I might forget, particularly the details of the young boys' appearances.
Two distressed
Oh
enemies
god, I've left
detected.
Yukari behind again. Also, it strikes me that
Get him!
it's going to be very easy to forget Akihiko's friend from the hospital
One enemy remaining.
if he doesn't show up again soon, but he might do. There's Tartarus, that's good. Just wait for Yukari to catch up.
Two enemies detected. Strike first. I summon you!
The other thing to pick up on was voice acting. So I noticed, watching an LP of Persona 4, that I think a lot of the reason that game works and has the impact it has is not necessarily how good its voice acting is, but how stylistically consistent and technologically well supported it is. Because there are no mouth flaps to match, the writers are able to work much more naturalistically to English. And the resulting dialogue just sounds better, sounds more natural. And I think that does a lot to bring what is otherwise fairly pedestrian storytelling a lot of the time to life, because fundamentally these games are high school comedies, which is not normally something I'm into. I generally find it pretty cringy. And there are moments where I find this game cringy, usually when Junpei's on screen. There are certainly moments where I find Persona 4 cringy. There's a reason this is a Let's Play Persona 3.
Defeated an enemy.
Not bad, Junpei.
Iori has defeated an
Last
enemy.
one.
Yeah. That was easy.
But now I need this enemy.
The enemy is distressed. One enemy remains.
I can do it. Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Throw me at him.
Wait, you can now get Nekomata cards? Nobody told me about this. But I just made a Nekomata. Something. So I get credit instead. And I got the beetle shell that I need. Yeah, this, in some ways this would be an easier project with Persona 4 because more voice acting would mean I wasn't talking to text so much. But talking to text also in some ways makes things easier. Because it gives me a bit more freedom in terms of pace of speech. I'm not the world's best voice actress, as you may be able to tell.
Last one.
In particular, I seem to be seriously incapable of pronouncing the word April. It took me all month to figure that out. I do need the Apsaris here. Really need next is an angel. There's no point going back to base until I have it.
2 enemies detected. Strike first.
Persona!
So I guess what I'm getting at is that I think the Persona games, the phenomenon of the Persona games can largely be explained by the contrast of the flexibility afforded by their voice acting. The fact that they can sound like American TV in America.
2 distressed
and
enemies
the UK.
detected.
Get him.
When, in many ways, these are extremely niche Japanese games. They rely very heavily, or they make a lot of use of foreknowledge of Japanese culture. You know, to sit with kind of, it's Golden Week this week. If you don't know what Golden Week means, that's going to be completely lost on you. And that stuff is in the foreground here in a way that it's often not in, say, a Final Fantasy game that draws so many of its, at least its names from Western culture. And there are bits of names from Western culture here. You've got the Western
Two
cultures.
distressed enemies detected.
You've got the tarot,
Excellent attack.
One more.
for example. Most of the personae are, or many of the personae are explicitly from Japanese mythology, and seem very strange to me as somebody raised with what we think of as standard Western Christianity. The Aramitama, Nigimitama, for example.
Two distressed enemies detected. Only one more.
Last one.
It is a nice touch how awkward Junpei's attack animations are for somebody who thinks he's such a hotshot. Seems kind of fitting that he actually looks a bit ridiculous. I can't wait to see Akihiko in action. And not just because of my embarrassing levels of thirst for him.
Two enemies detected.
I do feel it's been easy to
Excellent
pick
attack.
character preferences. What I'm less confident of, at least so far, is my ability to allow those to grow and change over time. Clearly it's going to be necessary if I want to make the social links work. I need to be more accepting of Junpei later on.
Two
I don't want
distressed
to,
enemies
because
detected.
I hate characters like
I
that.
summon you.
One more.
Nice.
I'm likely to change quite a lot personally over the coming year. And the game is built around the idea that these characters will change, and the whole purpose of this experiment is to chart how they change and whether those changes seem plausible over long periods of time. But that does
Three
actually
enemies
require
detected. They appear distressed.
me to do something, not just changing myself, but also changing the character.
Get him.
And historically that's been something I've been bad at with
Enemy defeated. Good job.
Awesome.
I've got a lot of time to get better at it. I jinx myself by saying this, but I'm doing okay on the shuffle times so far. Don't want to do that. So I really need to get back to base again now, because I'm ready to do the next round of fusion.
Three enemies detected. Strike first.
Yomotsushikame.
Two left.
Awesome.
Excellent attack.
Just one more.
Take that.
Not that way. There's stairs. I don't really want stairs. There's what I need.
Two enemies detected.
Take that.
Iori has defeated an enemy.
Last one.
Please hit. Jeez, that one's fast. Ooh.
One enemy remains.
Who's the man?
we'll do is we'll finish this floor, and that'll be it for the video. So I'll be
One
able to go
enemy
and,
detected. Strike first. One enemy remains.
I can do it.
I'll be able to go and hand in the
Here's our chance.
quest to Elizabeth, which is the last thing I need to do tonight. Good grief, that's a Naramitama, isn't it? Which I think I need. Didn't see any of these persona. In my first exploration of this area, just unlocked some new ones. But yeah, I'll hand this quest in to Elizabeth, and then I'll do the rest of my grinding off video.
3 enemies present. Don't get careless.
Get him!
Just one more.
One
Oops.
enemy remains.
Memory to escape there. Do I have an Apsaris? I'll get the Apsaris just for the safe side. Hey Elizabeth. Yep, there you go. Really? I mean, did you have a reason at all? Oh, thank you. So all we have to do is take Elizabeth on the first date. Okay. I suppose the last thing to comment on, so I realise that I'm halfway through this social link already, is that part of following a Max Social Links guide that is pretty uncompromising in its design means that I will do some of these things in quite strange orders. Right, that'll give me... yeah, so some social links I'm going to go pretty deep into pretty early on, particularly the old couple. Whereas some I think are going to get left till very late in the day. As will a lot of the Tartarus exploration. The reason I'm stocking up on all those yuan beacons wherever I can is because I'm going to need them. So I've got Hermit, Hangman, Temperance, Chariot, Hierophant and Magician. I still need Lovers and Emperor, so I need to get 2 more pixies. and thanks for watching.